Well, this is going to be fun back here.
You know, Minnesota's got a lot of lakes, but you get back up here in the Chippewa National Forest up here, there are some gems. You know what's nice about a lot of these lakes, you know, most of the lakes up here, you know, you got to carry in a small boat or a canoe. Some of these have got, you know, access is nice enough to put your boat in. And
everybody goes to the big lakes, goes to the most popular places, and there's so many of these little tiny ponds. If you don't mind a little dust,
yep,
you can find yourself some nice fish.
Driving through the middle of the forest, and we got a public access sign.
Thank you, Minnesota.
This is great. Well, we got a nice day today. It's beautiful weather out here.
Absolutely perfect out there today. And no line, no crowds. Life's grand.
Yeah, you got to appreciate days like this when you don't have to fight the nature. You get to enjoy it. Plugs in. We're all set to go.
Very nice.
You want me to back you in, Chip?
Would you do that?
You betcha. We set to go, Chip?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go get some fish.
You like to work that deeper basin?
Yeah, we're gonna go over
way?
here. See those little clump of pine trees? It's straight out in front of there, and start 21. And
okay.
You drop the anchor down in this mud here, it'll go down 3.5 feet.
Oh, it's just
yeah,
muck.
it just sinks right. Yeah, it's tough to get back out again. You set it so you can see individual sensitivity, so you can really tell when you get into those clusters. Because then bluegills show up real good. There you go. And like I said, they started moving up off the bottom towards noon the other day. What do you got there? That's what you're looking for.
That's a big one there.
There seems to be a lot of bait or something out here. That's what they... Now, I don't know if they're insects climbing up and rising up out of that. But now back that way. Yeah, there you go.
That's what we're looking for, but they're right after the bottom of the bait. That's definitely, those are a little isolated, but that's the ones we're after. I want to put the trolling motor down because we're within 20, 30 yards of these things. Let's just look around that way. There you go, Mark. You got one?
Yeah, it's not very big though.
Little one?
Oh, Jesus.
It got bigger suddenly.
It got really big real quick. I'm going to change real quick here. Got that small hook. I forgot about that. Sure, I'm not performing very good. Oops. Usually a bunch scattered here and there too. There's not. You got your big schools, but then you got fish hanging around the whole area.
We'll find him.
Stop now.
Stop it?
Yep, there's fish down there on the bottom. About 4 feet off the bottom.
There we go, Mark.
There you go.
Oh, this one's got some shoulders, but we finally, as we sit and sweep.
Oh, I missed mine.
So we sweep across this big flat, and that's exactly what we're doing, is going across this flat and trying to see. Look at this guy. Look at that guy.
That clear water.
Oh, yeah. See if we can give the hoist. Woo! Very nice. That's pretty cool, Mark. Right there.
Yeah.
Yep, did exactly what we wanted it to do. I mean, all we're doing, just working our way across that flat, trying to make contact with these guys and figure out where we got a couple of these stragglers. And we hope to find a school, but if we don't, this is where these fish are. They're spending the summer months down on these soft bottom flats right outside of the weed edge. Not directly in the basin though, is it?
It's just off of a point that sticks out from shore right here, and right behind us it's 15 feet of water. But then it drops down into this bowl right here, and the mud is like 3 feet deep here. And with all the larvae and bugs and stuff coming out of it, I think the minnows will come out there, and then eventually your panfisher.
But you got to get deeper to get to the main lake basin.
Right.
Did you get them? Oh yeah, you did. Nice.
And they start going round and around. They don't want to come in.
Yeah, but they got shoulders. Look at those things.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, and if you're looking for a table fare, that's the best eating fish right there.
Beautiful.
Yeah. There he goes. There are your fish now on the bottom.
You marking them?
On the bottom. Yep. And
Exciting.
come on, let's get one of them big ones.
See, the peak of the season in the summer for me is a lot like the peak of the season in the winter, where you can go exploring, right?
Right.
So like right now, middle of summer, we can run around all these little lakes and you find little honey holes and you can access them easy and the weather's good, and it's just like, you know, middle towards the end of ice season when you can run around and access all these bodies of water. The ice is in good condition and you
Right,
find these
yeah.
little honey holes.
You got the thickest ice and the snow starts
Yeah.
going down, and yeah, you can.
And then you put together the fact that you fish this lake in the summer, or you find something in the winter and you get to go back there in the summer.
Right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, there you go, Mark. That one looks like it's got throbbing going.
This one
Very good.
likes to fight.
Very good.
Here he comes.
Oh, yeah. Very nice,
Yeah,
Mark.
when you can lay a bluegill in your hand like that, to me,
pretty
that's a
impressive.
trophy fish.
It is.
Yeah.
Very nice.
There he goes. Here he goes. When you do find them big schools, it'd be kind of fun to drop a camera down and just see what it looks like down there with this
Would
clear
it?
water.
Yeah.
That'd be really neat. I wonder if they just don't go suspend over that 45 feet of water out there.
I think they could. I think these things are like, just like the winter. I think they go down to the bottom, Mark, and I think they sit there until it's time, and then they come up, right?
Yeah. I know some of the lakes.
I think the crappies do more. And I could be wrong, but I think the crappies do more suspending out, away, and bluegills, sunfish, all that drop down and sit. And
it's amazing. Those couple of the lakes up in that 10 strike area where them hit them giant ones years ago.
Yeah.
You wouldn't catch a sunfish all day long, and then
right at dark.
it's really early in the morning, right at dark, and.
I mean, so if you think about what we're doing now, we're trying to catch panfish during the hardest part of the day, right? I mean, that's essentially what we're trying to do. And if you equivalent that to other times of the year, you know, you would wait till dusk or be here at dawn. We're trying to do this midday, and that's kind of the fun part. Is these things are out here feeding. They're just not as actively willing to chase. So we're gonna get right over top of them and hold it in front of the face so they can't say no.
Them big bluegills are just like predators. They like that cooler water too. That's why they're down there. That and the feed.
Did you get him?
I got one.
All right, Mark.
Look at him go. Some start that circle way down there, and
That's a good sign.
you can't move them up.
There we go.
Hey, we got it.
Yeah, we do. You know what? I like this spot.
I think we'll stay here.
Very good. Yeah, look at this. Another nice one.
Oh,
There
there
we
you
go.
go.
Very good.
There's a
Very
nice
good.
one.
Good job, bud.
There you go. Get him back. And
Yeah, we're gonna let this one go too. Nice. Let's get him back. So you may be wondering how the heck I know this guy. This guy here I met as a police officer in a small town. Now, I still contest that light was not red, right? I'm gonna hold true to that one.
did I give you a souvenir, or did
I remember
we
the
let you
moment.
go?
I remember. No, all seriousness, if you don't know this guy, this is Mark Kimmerle. He's a retired police officer from Walker, Minnesota, and now travels the National Walleye Tour as the official tournament judge, bump judge.
I'm the bump master.
Yeah, so everybody, all these anglers got to go through Mark to get to the stage to get to me at the National Walleye Tour. So
we got some of the greatest fishermen in the world, and they treat me really good, and I can never figure out why.
Yeah, exactly. Only the fact that you can determine whether their sack's actually going to get weighed or not.
Yeah.
Can they measure?
Yes. Oh, you know, you go to different bodies of water, and you've got your size limit. You know, the minimum. You got the overs. You've got, you know, they have to bring the fish in alive, otherwise they get penalized.
Yep.
And so, I've never seen a group of fishermen take care of fish better than our tournament
guys on
walleye
the
fishermen.
tour.
Oh my
Very
goodness,
cool.
They are so good at it.
The circuit's a pretty fun deal. I mean, Mark brings his whole family. He's got his wife, he's got his daughter there. Everybody's there working the event. Really becomes a fun event to be at.
You betcha. And plus we get to go to some of the best places in the world to walleye fish. And
if you haven't figured it out, he's a heck of a fisherman too. He definitely knows what he's doing when he gets out on the water.
I had some good teachers many, many years ago when I first moved to the Leech Lake area. And
I bet you they didn't get tickets.
I wasn't a ticket writer.
I'm just giving it up.
No, you had to really, really want one.
I don't think Walker had they didn't have lights when I moved there.
No,
so you couldn't have given me a ticket. I might have rolled through a stop sign, but that's what we had.
Like 12, 14 years ago we got the stoplights. Yeah. That's, you know, you think about northern Minnesota, you know, and being wild and quiet and everything. And Walker in the wintertime is so quiet and nice. And then in the summertime we get, we got a town of 1,000 people. In the summertime there's 15 to 18,000 people in the area.
Busy.
Yep.
The one thing that's interesting about these bites, even though they're not hammering it, right? I mean, it isn't a big thud, but there's definitely weight there when you go to pick it up. So they must be coming up underneath it. It's much different than like the ice bite or cold water bite.
Right.
When you've got to move it in place and they won't chase at all.
Oh, Mark, you dummy.
Well, don't pull it out of his mouth. If he comes to eat it, you're supposed to give it to him. They're scattered out here. There's no doubt.
Finally seen some stuff on the locator here, getting thicker too. So.
Okay. I wonder why you're getting it and I'm not.
Here we go.
Oh, you got one. Good man. Head shaker?
Oh yeah. Look at him go.
That's so pretty.
They are nice.
That's a nice one
nice
too,
pink
Mark.
belly, yep.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go. Nice job.
that one felt really, really good, Mark.
Look at him go around. Oh.
There's not
That's
a prettier
nice one.
sight. There's
That's
not
a nice
a prettier sight. This is how you enjoy summer, right here. Look at that. We've gotten a hair deeper, and they're down there. And that's the beauty of doing this stuff on the flats, is that you can utilize your electronics, get yourself over the top of them. They'll eat.
There we go again. Are you on the bottom?
That one came off the bottom for sure. Come on, buddy. Nice. Very nice.
I like it when you got to loosen your drag for a sunfish.
Oh, you got that right. That one's much nicer. Big shoulders on her. Beautiful fish. Look at this. And we are on the school right now.
Holy, look at him go. Oh.
Another good one, Mark.
Yeah.
That's a pretty one too.
Got them the pink bellies. Oops. You finned me.
Very good. Good job. The system that we're using today is not exactly rocket science in the world of fishing. It's pretty straightforward. All we've got is a little hair jig. There's a little firefly jig from Northland Fishing Tackle right there. A couple feet above it, we both have a piece of split shot because our jigs are pretty darn small, like 32nd ounce jigs that we're actually tipping. Most of the time we've been tipping these things with a small little leech, which I'm going to grab right now. And then the idea is that little split shot above it helps it get down to the depth a little easier. And you just get this down to the bottom, hold it up, and swim it along. These fish are holding themselves relatively close to the bottom. If we see anything on electronics that's a little higher, we will we'll bring it up a crank or crank and a half there just to get it up off the bottom. Because the fish, if you get it at eye level or just above, they'll come up. And leeches have helped here. Just hook the little guy through the sucker, and that's the whole presentation there is pretty compact. But yeah, you can see when you drop it in, get in there, that leech will, see, there you go, the leech relaxes a little bit, swims away from the, because we hook them in the sucker, so it swims away from the jig itself. And all that split shot above does it help us get it down to the proper zone. I've got a 6-foot medium light action rod, nice 4-pound test monofilament line. Pretty simple, straightforward setup. Nothing overcomplicated about pan fishing. Like what I've got here, this is a 6'6" medium light action rod. I've got some 4-pound monofilament here, keeping it nice and simple, but a nice easy bend throughout the rod. You don't want to overcomplicate these fish. Just enough to feel the bite like that. That's where the quality rod comes into effect. And you get it down in the zone, they're going to eat. Here he comes. Another nice.
You might have a bass or a giant gill.
I think I got a good one, Mark. I think.
No,
No,
you better
maybe
loosen
not.
your drag.
No, I'm telling you, this is big.
It's a bass.
When he comes up like that,
Look at, watch it.
You think, here he comes.
Hey, good job. We got us a bass.
No, this is the world's biggest bluegill, Mark.
Yeah, you wish they got that big. That would be fun.
Imagine bluegills pulled like this.
They are fun.
Come on. This, my friends, right here, is not a bluegill.
That's a bonus fish.
This is a bonus because these are out here in the mud too. Certainly a lot of fun. All right, and then we go. You ready? We got wind now. Mark said it got good.
It's fun just being out on beautiful days like this. There's your fish. Let's catch one of these guys.
Like that?
Let's catch. Did I call it or what?
Yes, you did. Nice. They are just
so pretty
much
down there.
Fun. It's fish like that make summer as fun as they are. Look at that guy right there. Huh? Awesome.
We did this for the last 2 years, and we haven't kept a fish over 9 inches.
That's important, Mark.
It is important. I tell you what, I just can't stress enough these big gills have got to stay in the lake to spawn. Oh, this one didn't want to come in now.
Oh, you got one?
Oh boy, he started coming up, and
Is it a real one?
I thought it was a bass for a second. He was going to jump, and then he went way out there. Look at him dig.
Very nice. Whoa. That is a tanker right there, man.
That is a beautiful gill. They are so pretty. Just beautiful colors.
Nice job.
Yeah, my passion is catching these big bluegills. And through the ice is even more fun when you can get a quality bluegill like that. Yep, and then That and duck hunting. That's my passions in life. You kind of look forward to each season. And ever since you know, started fishing these bluegills in deep water, it kind of extends the season a little bit. You don't always have to wait for you know, the ice to go out and that early spring fishing. You catch them all summer long. Any lake that you're on, you know, it's nice to catch a trophy fish or whatever, but these big bluegills are not table fare. There's plenty of little ones, you know, and medium-sized ones to keep and have your supper. It's super important to let these big fish go.
Have you seen a lot of differences in the lakes? Oh, there you go. Have you seen a lot of differences in these lakes in all the years? You've been up here for what, 20-some years now?
Yep, no, I've been up here since, when was it? 1997 I moved here.
All right, very good.
Yeah. Or no, 1977, I'm sorry.
77, 97.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you've seen a lot of difference in the lakes?
Really, yeah. Like the lake we're fishing now used to be a walleye lake. And
Another nice one, man.
yep. Oops.
Oh, I love it when they have that pink on the underbelly.
We call them pink bellies, and they got that real definite bluegill on them.
Nice.
Very beautiful fish.
But you've seen a big change in the fisheries?
Yeah, you know, sometimes like this one was a walleye lake, we came here to fish walleyes. And then one year we were fishing walleyes off a point there with a jig and a minnow, and a buddy of mine hooks a fish and he goes, "This ain't a walleye." Or this ain't a walleye. And all of a sudden here comes a pound-and-a-half bluegill up. Ate a jig and a minnow. He said,
Nice.
"Ooh, I think we found something."
I think we did too.
Hey, look what you got there.
Because I got another one.
Oh, beautiful fish. You're on them now, Chip.
Nice. You know what? If we're not finding the school, this drifting approach is working out really well. Mark and I have been looking around trying to find a school of these fish, and that hasn't worked out so well. He's been here recently and found a bunch of them, but we're not finding those right now. We're finding one here, one there. Now we've been lucky. The wind has picked up a hair, and as we've almost drifted across these flats, we're plucking them off at a little quicker rate. Let's let this guy go too.
He was tugging on her, but he didn't get
You
the
gotta
hook in
set
his
the hook
mouth.
like this, Mark. That's what. See this? This is the proper hook setting.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
just like that? Just like that.
Exactly.
Okay, I got you. Hey, thanks, Chip. Thanks for showing me. I appreciate that. You know, I gotta feel fortunate to come out with, with Chip, you know.
Here it comes.
Just teach me how to catch these fish.
It's getting thick
And then I catch
now.
the smallest one of the day.
Oh my! Look at this pumpkin seed. Look at
There
that
you got a pumpkin seed.
That is a beauty right there too. Look at that. How pretty. Look at this guy. Man, that is awesome. These are so pretty. And there's nothing to it. I mean, it's just get the hook down in that zone. You're good to go.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, another good one. Another good one, Mark. The wind is like perfect the way we're drifting along here too.
And like I said, when you get bluegills the size, you got to start putting, loosening the drag a little bit and being real careful.
Beautiful, beautiful fish. Summer is all about panfish. You know what? And it doesn't matter if you're young, old. This is just simple, straightforward fishing. Get a jig. We got a little bit of live bait on there, but you can do the same thing. There we go. Very good. I'm gonna let her go. You ready?
But it's coming
It's
up.
coming up though. That's a nervous. Oh no, it's the right one. Look at the beauty of that guy.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
Yes, it is. Those colors in the sun. Look.
That's fun.
Thing is, it thinks it's a saltwater fish running across the surface like that. That is beautiful. Nice.
Here he comes.
Very nice.
There's one of them there. What do you think, Chip?
My word, that is an absolute donkey. What a gorgeous fish, Mark. Look at the colors on that thing.
Just beautiful. Look at the bars.
Yeah. It is in full summer mode right now. The thing is just a feeding machine.
Yeah, when you can fill your hand with a bluegill.
That is nice.
You know you got nice ones.
Good job, bud.